Hello, my name is MultiShot and welcome to what should be my Bedrock Guide. Now I wanted to explain something here real quick. I had started this series for my best friends and I started it once and that failed. And then I started the second time. Everything seemed to have been going well until I realized that while I was recording one of the episodes, which did not require me to speak, I got my conversations recorded in there. And while I wasn't saying anything inappropriate, I just didn't feel like I wanted to keep this in there. So I am now torn between two options. One, do I just record on the same seed? And for those of you who don't know what a seed is kind of like the identity of your world. It's the address of your world. And if I put the seed in a new world, it will generate the same world that I had before at the inception. So and then if I give it to a friend, they can take the seed, put it into their world, into their Minecraft, and make a new world, and it'll generate the same world. So I've been trying to decide, what am I going to do? Am I going to try again in the same world within the same seed and then see what happens, or what am I going to do? Because I had a lot of plans, especially as now we're coming down to the end of the year. I had some plans that I really wanted to put in place, but now I can't do that. So I think I'm going to start new. I wasn't sure what my plan was when I started recording this video, but I think we're going to start brand new. So I think we're going to start a brand new series together, and so please join me as we restart for the third time my Bedrock Guide. See you there. Alright, welcome to this brand new world. Now, being quite frank and honest, I have already come into this world maybe 20 minutes ago. Yeah, it would be about 20 minutes because we had a full Minecraft day and night, and it was frozen on the wrong screen. So we're starting again. But we're starting in the same world because thus far I liked it. So we're going to go ahead and start this again. So welcome. I'm so glad to have you here with me. This is my first, first published Minecraft series. This is a Bedrock guide or Let's Play. I'll say right now I don't have all the answers, but I am definitely looking forward to us having a wonderful time figuring them out. So we're going to get this day started right away, and originally I did not start with stone tools, but I think we will go ahead and do that here. Just makes sense to grab some right off the bat. And so earlier when I was doing my calculations, actually we'll start a little bit lower. I did not see this here. Okay. When I was doing my calculations earlier, I calculated that we would need about 19 stone, or cobblestone in this case, since it's not silk touched. We will touch more on that if you don't know what that means later on, but we would need 19 cobblestone. Currently we have 13 in order to make a furnace. Ooh, popping out into the next cave. To make a furnace and enough. Oh, no. Well, that's 2 down, but we would need 19 to make a full set of tools and to make a furnace. Now, that guy, that's a zombie, in case you didn't know, and I am not doing this. Not at the beginning. Another one with gold armor. Why do they? So, normally in the daytime, they will burn up in the sun. But this guy has on a helmet, so I have no choice but to fight him because the helmet protects him from the sun. So if I'm not panicking, I'll make this sword, spin around, and here we go. Alright. Conquering the world from, 2 minutes in? Anywho, so we are going to, I don't know why I came back this way. We're going to get some tools together and do all that stuff. But actually, let's do this first, because I don't really need tools to do the second order of business. We are going to get some fish. Fish are the easiest early food source, in my opinion. They will replenish, I believe, in my opinion, faster than any other mobs. Just remember to watch your bubble bar. If it goes out, you will start to drown. But if we're looking for fish, when you cook them, they are a good source of, well, a good source of food to replenish your hunger bar. Additionally, like I said, they replenish faster than other food sources. So if there are cows or sheep or pigs around, see, there's some cows over there. Um, it, it might take them a minute to respawn. And I'm saying all this as I don't see any fish. Earlier when I was in here, there were a bunch of fish. I'm sorry, I'm grabbing these now because I love them. If I had taken that iron and smelted it, I probably could have gotten some iron to make shears, but in this case we didn't do that, did I? So we're gonna go ahead and keep looking for fish. Now, typically people would like to make a bed first. I'm not one of those people because I spend the first 2 to 3 days in Minecraft using up as much time as I can. So this video might end up being a little bit long, but the subsequent episodes will more than likely not be that long. Alright, so I'm not seeing any fish, which is really disappointing because when I was in here a little while ago, 20 minutes ago, there were fish, and there goes a fish. Alright, fishy, I'm sorry. And part of me wants to let you survive and go call your friends, but I need as many of you as I can. Dude, I don't have time for you today. Fish. At least I know where 2 fish are. Bubbles. Alright, their bubbles are full. Back down again. These guys in the water are called drowned. They are drowned zombies. Well, my fish friend, he did live, but he did not go and call any friends. Oh, psych, my bad. He called his friends. Oh, I'm so touched. Somebody that actually keeps their word. Sorry, don't do that. Well, while I'm doing this, let me talk about some of the plans I have for this series. Now, there's something... Ooh, boy, he coming for me. Is he a baby? No. Alright, so I don't have to worry too much. He's slow. He's an adult. Practically a grandma. Anyway, plans for this series. Now, there is something... Yes! Come on, fish. Come on, fish. Thank you, I just needed one. Thank you. Alright, we're gonna leave. I could get the rest of them, but I'm not so pressed about it, and I'm trying to conserve as much materials as I can, at least until we're better set off. So, let's make these tools. So we're gonna let's make some wood first. So make some sticks. I think that should be enough to make all the things we're interested in making. So, oops. Okay, now you're doing your own thing. So we're going to make an axe, a hoe, a shovel, and then we're going to make a sword. Wait, I did make a sword already. So then I'm pretty much set. Oh, I never made a pickaxe. Well, we're going to make 2 because we're definitely going to need a second one. 1, 2. Awesome. So we'll put those out. And we're going to hit the road. So I'm going to put this down on this side, put this here, put that there. I'm sorry to whoever this offends. I'm sorry. I grew up on Minecraft PE, so Pocket Edition, and so I played on my phone for a lot of the years until I got this PC, and still do it the same way. So that's why my HUD is a little bit kind of blurred out. But plans for this series. I would like to do a winter village before Christmas. Will that happen? I don't know. It also depends on me finding the biome. That was the goal I had for my original series, and I was almost close to going there, but of course a lot of the things messed up. So we are kind of just going to play it by ear. We're going to throw all the plans out the window and see what we can accomplish. Now this biome is one of the newest biomes, not the actual newest, but one of the newer ones, and it's called Precarious. No, it is called not called Precarious. It is called the Cherry Grove, and it is absolutely beautiful. Before the Cherry Grove, there were no trees that dropped petals like this, but it is so beautiful, and absolutely loved it. And I'm so stoked about this biome being here because in the last series, when the videos I recorded that were not released, there were other biomes, and I was able to find practically every other wood type, but that almost ended really badly. But I think I like it. Right, so there were other tree types, but this was the tree type I did not have, and it's one I love. So we're going to, I think we're going to settle here. So what I'm going to do is, this is not conventional, but I think I'm going to dig in here. So let's go ahead, dig all this in. We're going to come up here. And this actually might be a lot safer than I'm guessing, because normally, okay, well actually before we get to what I'm talking about, it's about to be night time. It's turning night. So if you're playing along, I recommend you get a timer, so pause your game. So if you go to your pause menu, it'll pause your game, and either on a watch, on a phone, you know, wherever you can, get you a clock. Oops, no, don't want to throw that. But get you a stopwatch or a timer and set it for 10 minutes. So I'm going to set mine actually right now. The stars are already coming out in the sky, so I'm a little bit late, but I'm going to set one for 10 minutes. Alright, so you see it's nighttime. In 10 minutes time, it'll be daytime. The day-night cycle in Minecraft is 10 minutes in the day, 10 minutes in the night, so a total of 20 minutes to complete a full day. So I put this block here to protect us so we can also see out. I want to be able to see out this way during the night, so even if I didn't set the timer, I could see. And this is actually a lot safer. Usually it would be like on the side of a cliff or something, but in this case, this is water right here. So if anything, well, I can demonstrate it actually. If I put this block right here and I try to jump up, I can't get, well, of course I'm not tall. It's not tall enough for me. Hold on a second. 1 and 2. Okay, so if I try to jump, I cannot jump over this block. And that means nothing else can jump over it as well. So we're gonna go inside here, place the block, get up. Alright, so let's get, oh my goodness. Alright, we've got some coal. And I'm going to make a torch so you can see what it looks like. I need to make some more sticks. So making sticks, a plank, and well, I should explain. This is a 2x2 interface. So 2 across, 2 vertical. So horizontal and vertical. So that's how you craft items. So you would need 1 plank in the top, 1 plank on the bottom, and that'll make, so it doesn't matter if it's in this side or that side. What does matter is the order in which it is put. So if it's horizontally put, it is going to make what is called a pressure plate, but we don't want that. We want sticks. So we're going to make some sticks, and then we're going to make torches. 1 coal in the top slot, 1 stick in the bottom slot, and that is a torch. So we're going to take this, we're going to put this torch down, and now we've got some light in here. Alright, so why are we going into a wall in the nighttime? Well, we're going to try and use our time as efficiently as possible. Now, it would be great to go around, exploring, checking things out. It's very tempting, trust me. It takes all of me not to do it sometimes. But we want to be safe and we want to, be efficient. So what we're going to do is we're going to go mining. Now, mining is a very important part of Minecraft, I guess, hence the name. Now, you can typically survive without. Now, you can typically survive without having to go into a cave. However, we are not just trying to survive, but survive in a fun way. Let me pause here real quick. So a while ago I showed you the 2x2 crafting interface. Now we have a 3x3. So you see 3 across, 3 vertical. So we're going to make a furnace. And we are going to smelt our fish, or should I say cook our fish. So that's what we're going to do. And this here is, what are you? Copper. So this is copper. Now copper has been in the game for a while. I can't tell you from which update or what year that copper has been in here, but copper recently just got an update to it. So we can now make what is called a copper golem, and this is a friendly golem. And we can also make a copper armor. Now that wasn't on my list of things to do, but I think that we're going to probably utilize that option. Before, the only options for armor were gold, iron, diamond, and netherite. I don't believe well, of course, chainmail. The guy in the beginning who had that helmet on, he had chainmail armor. We're not able to craft that. It can only be found by in chests or on hostile mobs that are already wearing it. But before, there was leather armor, and there still is, but it is just, I think, a little bit more difficult to come by. And in the light of that, you have to use so much cows in order to do it. Well, not just cows. There are cows, there are llamas, horses, but I know it sounded like, we start this story off with violence. I'm out here beating up fish right from the beginning, but I promise you, I'm not a very hostile person. It's just what I had to do in the beginning. That's what they all say. But with leather armor, it's just a lot of killing cows. Oh my. Oh my. Okay, somewhere this way. Alright, let me run up. So I'm about to show you a trick about early game tools, but let me go grab my food first and put some of this copper to smelt. So I did not mention it, but 1 coal smelts 8 items. So I'm just gonna put 32 inside there, so it's an even smelt and we're not wasting any coal. But some people call me a miser. It's okay, I can accept that. I like to be frugal in the beginning because all the resources matter. Alright, so if you want to get more bang for your buck in the early beginning, don't let your tools break. This guy's somewhere behind me. Instead, I'm going to show you how to combine your tools. But let me get this copper first. These guys are somewhere here. Actually, I shouldn't. Okay, 2 rules in Minecraft. The number one, technically 1 rule. The number 1 rule: never, ever dig straight down or dig straight up. it will get you into trouble. You have to be ready for whatever comes your way. Okay, I can't tell exactly where they're coming from. Whew. Well, that scared me, not even gonna lie. Alright, I can't get into swim mode. Alright, so then let's put our head out of the water. Is it just a water pocket? It's just a water pocket. That is so random. I've never seen this in-game. Fascinating. Alright, we're gonna block it back up. It's just one source block, so we're gonna dig around it, find another way. Wait, I took the fish and I didn't eat. By the way, this is a pumpkin. I picked it up, but I didn't say anything about it. In order to replenish hearts in the game, you have to eat. So as you can see, I ate that and now my hearts are replenishing. I think I'm gonna go this way. Now, in a situation like this where you're not yet in armor and you have to, you know, potentially walk into a dangerous situation, you want to dig out as far in front of you as you can. So as you saw, that was a little bit distance away from me. I didn't make a reaction, but I had enough time to make one if I needed to. So we're going to block this off. We know we're not going this way. Let's try this way. So you see, I'm trying to give it as much space from me as I can to make sure that if there is a bad guy that's coming, I have enough time to make a decision. Because if I panic, that could be what determines whether I live or die. So I hear nothing. And somehow it says that it is day 1, so it might be morning. Actually, let's do this. I'm going to pause for 1 second and see if my directional sound is on or off. Okay, and while I was paused, my timer went off, so it definitely is morning time. That looks like coal. And it is. Don't mind if I do. But I'm still... Okay, I'm closer to them. But how close, I don't know. If it's downwards, upwards... Oh, they're super close. Okay, not that way. How much durability? I still have some. Oh, it's like I'm right next to him. Alright, so I'm gonna break the rule. But I'm prepared to move if something happens. Where are ye? You know what? I believe it's down. Let's go down. Should I trust the gut feels? Who knows? But we're gonna do it. What a mess. directly to my left somewhere, but where? Oh. So I accidentally broke my pick, so I gotta make a new one. And I didn't get to show you my special trick. Well, it's not a special trick, it's not something exclusive to me either. Basically, if you combine, you can combine common tools in your 2x2 interface in order to make them better, to heal them up in a way. However, it's not, if you have any enchantments on it, it's not going to preserve the enchantments. Unfortunately, on Bedrock Edition, it's hard for us to tell how much durability we actually have on something. However, when you do combine it this way, it does give you a little bit more than what you had left. My goodness. That's copper, yes I know. But I'll come back for it. I think I might have actually despawned the guys. Went too far. Well, now this is bothering me. Okay, we're going to abandon the hunt because it has been daytime for quite a while. Look at this mess. And we're going to go take charge of that a little bit, see if we can cut down some trees, you know, any other stuff before we go. However, we are going to make some armor. So I want to say something here real quick. This shows you like, it says all, but I believe there's some missing recipes from here. Oh, you know what? Unlocked recipes. Sorry, Bedrock Edition just came out with something that Java Edition has had for a while, which is unlocking recipes as you gain the materials to make them. So we're only seeing all the recipes we've unlocked thus far because I got copper. We have copper ingots, copper, raw copper, copper block, copper, well, raw copper block, block of copper, and then other copper items and stuff. So, ooh, copper lantern. So all these are now options because I've unlocked copper. But this will show you what you can actually craft right now. Well, actually, the gray section will be right now. The red section will be what is missing an ingredient. So let's say this, for example. It says I can't make this yet. I have enough copper, but I don't have enough sticks. I'm missing a stick. So that's how you can kind of decipher between these two sections. Now I'm going to make a chest piece, some pants. Oh, wait, can I make everything? Oh, if we're going to go fully suited up. I don't think I've ever been fully suited up in a first episode. Wow. We're fancy. Alright, so let's get out here and see the world. Now this doesn't give us a whole bunch of, you know, protection, but it gives us enough to help us to manage these early on challenges. Now this place is beautiful. What time of day is it? Yeah, it's already late in the day, so we're not going to be able to explore too much. But maybe we could just, you know, keep our eyes peeled a little bit, see what we see. I am loving the landscape thus far, even though it's lacking trees. We can easily fix that, but the fact that it has all this open area means there's so much potential for things. We love to see the janky landscaping. It's just one of the beautiful things about Minecraft. Gotta love it. Let me give you another look at this cherry biome, even though I know we live right next to it as of right now. But let's just take a look. Yeah, this is lovely. Quite lovely. Well, let's see what's over this ridge. Now, so I was talking about plans for the series, so I don't know if we're going to be able to do like a winter village, as you know, we have to find a winter biome, but that would be wonderful. Aside from that, in terms of generic ideas, I typically don't have a house when I play Minecraft. It's just a bad habit. I get so caught up into building other things that I just never get around to building my own house. And I really do just live under the stars during that time. It's kind of funny. I had a server that I was playing on, and instead of building a house, I was terraforming. I built a shop, and then I was terraforming the landscaping around. So, yeah, it's something else. It's I guess a habit of mine. So, instead of doing that, what I plan to do is probably in the next episode, build a house. Maybe in the next episode. Yeah, I think I'm going to work for the next episode. So let me kind of give you an understanding of what this pattern is going to be. I'm going to do an episode where we will be talking together, communicating, all that good stuff, and going through the play together. And then I'm going to do what is called long play in between. So this is just a long formatted video where it's just me probably preparing for the next episode. So more than likely the video in between this one, ooh, and the next one is going to be me um, maybe exploring, probably harvesting, probably mining. You know, we're just going to be doing some stuff to get things really moving. So it seems to be a lot of forest on that side. Now it's going to be really hard to determine really what we have around right now, but hopefully we'll be able to explore a little bit more the next day. Whee! Alright, so let's block this up. If you're playing on a computer, the key X is called pick block, so I don't have anything else I can show you. Well, let me just throw the dirt out of my hand. So I'll throw the dirt back up in my inventory. So you see I have a cobblestone block in my hand. If I look at this block and I hit X, it'll change my block in my hand to that block. Dear God, this is a new setting in Bedrock Edition, so it might not be commonly known, but yeah, try it out when you'd like. Okay, these people are definitely somewhere here. I am going to find them, whether it's the last thing I do. Alright, let's see how much durability. We still have a good amount on that. Oh wait, that's it. That's it. Alright, so let's do that. Okay. Alright, looks like a ravine of sorts. And that's why it sounds all over the place. 'Cause it is. Mm-hmm. Mummy, 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 mummy. Nah, bro. This is precarious. I think I'm safe. I think. Mama. Oh. Okay, so I am safe. It's just that he got close and so he started to. Oh. So, let's see if we can make our way down. How safe is it? I don't know, but there's a guy. Probably one of our friends who's been whispering. Alright, he's handled. This is iron. I don't think I talked about iron before this. I was just in the zone. But this is iron. I would say, now some people might debate me on it, but I would say it is either the best or second to best resource in the game. And I just say that because it's involved in so many recipes. It is such a crucial and essential part of the game. Like, you cannot accomplish a lot of this stuff in the game without it. Or, I mean, if you want to do it greatly. So, for example, you need iron to make certain, like, redstone tools, which is redstone is like the technical aspect of playing Minecraft. So when you make your machines and gadgetry, well, not gadgetry, but you know, automatic farms, most of. Oh, okay, we're not going this way. But yeah, when you have to make these things, you need to use iron. When you, like, before you get diamonds and netherite, iron is the best armor set you can have before. Oh, let me see what else. Iron is used to make shields. It is used in redstone components. It's used to make shears. It's used for. Look, our creeper is still waiting there. That's a creeper, by the way. He goes boom. We don't go close to him because if we go close to him, he will go boom and hurt us and destroy things around us. Okay, so yeah, iron is just a great resource all around. Very essential, and yeah, there's not much I would want to do without it. Okay, so let me show you that trick. Take your pickaxes, put them up in here. Bada bing, bada boom, bang. You got a little bit more durability. And so if you keep doing that, you'll get a lot more out of your pickaxes than you normally would. I didn't put a timer, but I know it's still nighttime. I'm going to do something crazy and just get a guesstimation. Oh, it's about to be morning, so let's just kind of wrap it up. I want to scoot down here real quick because I have a feeling. Alright, maybe I'm too low. But I feel like that water we saw is somehow connected to here. Okay, no. Okay, so maybe not. Either way, we can connect it up. So really look out for that. Too bad there's no fish in these waters, but the chances of there being fish would be very slim. Okay, so this does 5 attack damage. How much does a copper sword do? Let's find that out. So let's put 1 stick in here. Alright, so it does 5 attack damage. So it's just about the same. I can't say I'm knowledgeable on the durability difference. I will have to find that out. But let's call that George for now. And let's go ahead and put these to smelt. So let's put 8 in there. And we'll put some of this in there. And you know what? I think let's go put down this sapling. Cut down a cherry tree. I would hate to use cherry wood to make a chest, but I think That might have to be a course of action if there is not an oak tree somewhere around here that I can use. Sir, sorry, but I'm coming for you. And I'm coming for you too. See if you can get a shot off. Oh, creeper. Oh, you tried it. Beautiful. So, when you jump and you smack something, that is giving, well, if you hit them as you are coming down from the jump. So if you hit them on the up, it's not going to work. It has to be coming on the down. Then it will crit shot it. So, okay, I'm sorry, sheep, but you're about to be in my demo. So I'm going to do it on the up. I'm going to try my best to get this timed right. So this is on the up. All right, that's on the up. And then this is on the down. Oh, wait, hold up. On the down. Do you see those little X's that popped up around the sheep? That demonstrated that the shot was a crit shot. Hello, other sheep. How many? Did I get any wool from that? One. Alright, let's make a big brain move. Now, I know some people say your first bed needs to be red, and I respect it. That is OG, but I've had a red bed for too long. So we're going to dye this sheep blue and kill it. How many did we get? One. I was hoping we'd get two. That way we can make a bed easily. Well, if it's one thing that's for sure, this area is abundant in caves, which is awesome. Here we have another sheep. Gonna dye it blue. And that was just one again. Well, I wasn't intending to go exploring with all this stuff in my inventory, but it doesn't seem like I have a choice at this point because I done run off already. So we're exploring with all the contents of our inventory. But normally I would say make a chest, leave it at home, and then go exploring. But in this case, I was too excited. Alright, so part of me says I should cut down some trees, get some, this is very cool, get some saplings, and then head on out of here. So let's see if we can do that. Oh, well, we'll just dye this. Oh, I need another dye. I'll get it when I get back over to the house, or lack thereof, to the base. So this is a birch tree. I'm going to get some saplings from it so I can bring it back to my area. And you know what? I'm going to cut down some oak trees as well so that when we go over there I'll have more saplings I could place down, plant. I should have planted the oak sapling I had in my inventory. Guys, if you want to be a successful Minecraft player, don't get excited when you see the daylight and just decide, okay, I'm going to go run around and see what the world has to offer. Take a breath. Make wiser decisions than I did. I think this guide might be more of a what not to do in order to have a successful world. But I'm sure we'll have a lot of fun. Hopefully I can teach you some good things to do and not just the bad things. Alright, so we're in trouble. Inventory is full. I was going to say I don't have a bow, but I do have a bow now. Not that I really need that bow at this current moment. You know what? We can fix this. Yep, let's do this. Oh, run. I think that guy had a trident in his hand. Trident in his hand. We're running, we're skating, we're backwards skating, polka dot, polka dot, polka dot, polka dot horsey. Alright, so let's drop the white one, and we'll turn this into dye. We'll put the dye in here, drop this in there, do that, and we're going to make another crafting table. Drop this, put this down, and then we're going to make a bed. We now have our first bed of the world. Congratulations, guys. Okay. So that only gave me one slot. Technically, I don't have any dogs right now, so I don't need this. So we're just gonna go with that as of this moment. Alright. So let's get back over there. Okay, so I've grabbed a lot more resources than anticipated, and it's taken up a lot of time, so I think I'm going to go home. Alright, so off we go. I don't think there's any. Well, am I gonna make bad decisions? Yes, I'm gonna make bad decisions. Why? Because curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction, it brought it back. Don't need to go that way. I've been over this way, kinda know what to expect. And you know what? Because I just saw that fish. Fishy, fishy. No! Oh, we're in danger. We're in severe danger. She's still chasing fish. Cue the running music.
Nope.
Oh my gosh. Don't worry, we're not too far from home. You know what? Hold on. Two. Hey, besties. Now, please don't kill me. But I'm actually going to cut this episode here. I'm going to cut it into two parts because this ended up being longer than I had anticipated. I've got a whole bunch more footage left, like almost not a full hour's worth more, but I've got a lot of footage there. And it's hard for me to pick and choose what to give you, what not to give you, because a lot of it is a lot of great information and kind of foundational. Of course, every first, lesson, episode, whatever, something, when you're learning about something will always be longer. So, don't kill me. I'm going to leave this on a bit of a cliffhanger, but I promise the next one is going to be out very quickly. Who knows, maybe even right after this one. But yeah, do enjoy this episode. Love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.